Hello and welcome to Why Are People the Way They Are? My name's Quentin and I'll be the host tonight. We're going to focus on the story of our night where two employees from Whole Foods Market Incorporated were suspended for speaking Spanish on the clock. Or were they? Whole Foods has since come out and declared that these two employees were suspended with pay indefinitely until the investigation was over due to bad behavior, but we'll get into that. The original handbook that Whole Foods came out with mainly focuses on English should be used, but in the event that you're on break, you're on lunch, or before and after, you can speak in different languages, but on the clock, you should be speaking in English based on that. Based on that's the fact that the company that's what the company wanted to be using that language. The new handbook after this incident was released. There was an amendment to it, and the main differences were if a customer requests that you speak in different language to help them out, that is completely allowed as long as the customer requests it. If not, speak to the customer in English, and you can speak to customers or your team members in a different language as long as everybody in the conversation can speak that language. If somebody else comes up who, say in this scenario, it was Spanish, if three people are speaking Spanish to each other and somebody comes up and speaks English, they then have to switch to English so everybody can be included. And it also stated that if they had trouble with speaking English completely, that they needed to address that beforehand, and they'll have somebody help translate and help them out. And this was all to try to make it a fair, equitable, and appropriate workplace, according to the new handbook. So where was the problem? So Whole Foods spokeswoman Leba Lenton came out after this incident and said the two were suspended without pay to, quote, due to behavior alone, close quote. Most believe that these two employees are actually suspended because they spoke Spanish on the clock and the company was trying to get rid of that. But the spokesperson also in the same wanted to clarify that and said they were suspended for, quote, being rude and disrespectful, close quote. At this point, many people then brought up the debate, is English only in the workplace a problem or is this discriminatory? So the pros of being English only is everyone can communicate with each other. Here in the United States, the majority of people do speak English, whether it's as a second language, a first language, a third language, a ninth language. Most people do speak English. At this point, everybody can communicate with each other. It can also eliminate conflict because people don't people know it's being said. You can't be talking about another employee without them knowing, and if they do walk up on the conversation, they can understand what's going on. So many believe this actually leads to less discrimination because those who speak other languages can't actually talk bad in the other languages about other people. But if we head over to the cons, they might also believe this is actually more discrimination because they believe that it is not leading towards the inclusion of those languages and they're trying to change the culture and the language. It's also maybe a problem because the second language English speakers feel uncomfortable speaking English. They may be new members to society and are struggling with English, and they're just trying to work to pay their bills, and they feel more comfortable speaking in another language part of the time, and they're also more comfortable speaking in English part of the time. It also can be to help customers. If a customer comes in, doesn't speak any English, somebody who's bilingual can come and help. So what's my opinion? I believe both sides are necessary. I think all parties need to feel included. Everybody should feel included. I personally work in a very bilingual community based on where I work. We have many employees who speak multiple languages. It is so useful helping customers because we do have many customers who come in only speaking Spanish. That's the language, and Spanish and English are main languages that we use in our store. And they come in, they speak very, very little English. They're looking for parts. They don't know what the words are in English, so they ask if people can speak Spanish. We use those associates that are also bilingual to help those customers, and sometimes we have teams of 2 or 3 because we have one translator and then 2 people trying to figure out where the product is, what the product is, and really trying to figure out exactly what the customer needs. I also believe that no matter what language you are speaking, there needs to be punishment for what is said. If you are sitting there and a manager tells you to do something and 2 employees say something in another language to the effect of screw you, you're not going to do this, there needs to be punishment for that as well. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it is English or Spanish, but it has everything to do with what the words that are being said are. I also believe that in the event that there are multiple people, I get myself in situations, I work with multiple bilingual people, as I've said before, and I say things, we joke around. They say something about me in Spanish. I know it's a joke. I don't take it personally. I don't know what they said, but I know it is personally as a joke. I know they're making fun of me, but it's okay because I know it's a joke. Other people, though, may hear that, go look up what it means, and take offense to it. So, in the event, as in any language, no matter what language is being spoken, no matter who's saying it, what you say you need to be held accountable for, whether it's good or bad. So yes, I believe that English only can help, but it can also hinder. And bilingual associates and employees are very helpful to helping customers, helping other people, and just as long as everybody is nice to everybody else, the world can function and get together and have a better time. Thank you.